This podcast is brought to you by Policy Genius. It's the year 2020 AD, and finally we get to live in this futuristic utopia we've all been hearing about, sort of. I mean, of course, our houses don't have friendly robotic butlers. They're not covered by a giant glass dome, and we're not in Mars, but we do have Policy Genius, the most technologically advanced means of shopping for home insurance. And since we've always gotten the future wrong, it's important to get home insurance right. You need to have home insurance. They also deal in life insurance, disability insurance, and if you don't, you should get it now. First, what you got to do, head to policygenius.com and answer a few quick questions about yourself and your property. Then Policy Genius will compare your policy against options from top insurers to make sure you're getting the right home insurance coverage at the best possible price. They've saved their customers an average of $690 per year just doing that. If Policy Genius finds a better rate than what you're currently paying, they'll all do all the work to get you switched. Own a car? Policy Genius will compare your home and auto policies across different insurers and even mix and match to make sure you get the best savings. So if the science fiction homes of 2020 still haven't become science fact, don't get discouraged. Get home insurance at policygenius.com in minutes. You can get the ball rolling on a policy for a new home or reshop your current policy. Policy Genius will always get the future wrong. Better get your home insurance right.
This episode of Two Bears, One Cave is also brought to you by Capterra. You need to find software, but you also have other things to do, things you'd probably rather be doing than digging around and trying to figure out software. So you cut to the chase with Capterra, the website millions of people use monthly to find software for their team or business. Capterra is the free online resource millions use monthly to find the best software solution for their business. Capterra simplifies your software search into just a few steps. First, use their free resources guide to pinpoint the problem and identify the software you need. Then you filter options that might find the right software for your industry. There are more than 700 specific categories of software. You can compare them side by side, give you access to everything you need to know before you buy the software. It can be really literally for anything. You want to find a better way to invoice things, how to get things, a software that helps you organize what's been shipped out. You work in software that helps you categorize videos. It's all there for you. Visit capterra.com/bears for free today to find the software tools you need for your business. Capterra.com/bears. Capterra, that's CAPTERRA.com/bears. Capterra, software selection simplified.
Start the show.
This is Two Bears, One Cave. Speaking of hot and looking good. He's Bert Kreischer. I'm Tom Segura.
Let's just put the pedal to the metal and go. This is a perfect way to start off this show. 12 years in the making. It's gonna be a fucking shit show.
Everyone's gonna hate us.
100%. Cheers.
Black History Month's already been decided. You can't vote on it. Hey guys, welcome to Two Bears, One Cave.
Dude, fuck you. Wait, can I run through all my fake ones that I wanted to do?
Sure.
I was going to go, so this is your freestyle? My name's Big Tommy Buns. I bring the guns. Huns? What? Buns? God damn it.
You didn't like that one?
No.
Why?
Do you know what I was going to do for Black History Month?
What?
I was going to do...
Petition?
No. I was going to do 28 podcasts with each a black person. Do 28 and every day release them to celebrate Black History Month.
How'd that plan go?
It didn't go well because Leanne just very quickly goes, why wouldn't you just have black people on normally? And I went, what do you mean? And she's like, why wouldn't you just make an attempt to put more black people on your podcast? And I was like, that's a good call. I was like, yeah, I guess. I was like, here I am making a stunt out of Black History Month.
Yeah.
As opposed to, so I called Donnell. He's on my podcast this week. Donnell does his impression of Ari, which I don't know if it's okay to laugh at yet.
Yeah.
But it is fucking hilarious.
What is he?
I don't know. I gotta call Donnell.
Okay.
No, I'll just listen to the podcast. It's fucking, but yeah. So yeah, weight loss is going great. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No,
Dude,
I'm with you. You should keep them to February. But so, are you losing weight? Well, because you're on the road again.
I'm on the road again, and man, my lifestyle is gotten so bad on the road.
No. You?
I bought 36 bottles of hot sauce, and my favorite hot sauce in San Jose.
Why did you get so many?
They're so good.
But 36?
Oh, I meant to bring you some, motherfucker.
36.
They're the best hot sauce you've ever had.
I mean, most people would be like, I like this thing here. I'm going to buy 2.
I was drunk. I was drunk when we went there, and they filled up. I said, let me get 16 or whatever, 15. And they did it, and it just filled up half a box. I was like, fuck it, load the rest of the box up. She was like, okay. She's like, do you want to know how much that costs? And I was like, nah. Just charge it. But they only last a month, so I'm going to give them out to everyone. So it's my present.
Yeah, cool.
I'll get you some. They're fucking amazing.
I would love. What's it called?
It's called orange sauce.
Orange sauce.
It's like from
How was the road? Fun? Great.
Dude, I wish I could get... This is what I liked about stand-up. Is like just the beginning parts of bits.
Yeah.
Where you're figuring it out, and then you figure parts out.
Yep.
And then you're excited to get on stage the next time because you go, oh, I got a little bit. Towards the end of the last tour, right before shooting the special.
Yeah.
That's almost depressing stand-up.
It's the worst part of it. I totally agree. I see it the same way. It's where it is like you feel like, well, this is basically figured out, right? Or at least as far as you're going to figure it out. And then you're just waiting to shoot it. And you start to, what happens is you can walk out there, you can have a standing ovation and then walk off and you feel bummed out. You're like, well, it's because you're not.
Dude, I've
excited.
Yeah, I felt like that right towards the end. And now I have bits that aren't even that good. I have this bit about you that is so goddamn funny. It is so, and it's just, I'm at that part now where I'm on stage, I'm having fun in it.
Yeah.
Like I know the parts that do well, and I know that the end really kills, so I can have fun in the middle and stretch.
So you're like, I got a friend, he lifts a lot. How does it start?
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy, he's this big overweight guy, and everyone starts going, Tom, and I go, wait, you guessed his name? Shut up! How did you know? It's so much fun.
I didn't realize how much people love talking about each other because when I was in New Zealand, I asked for the All Blacks, New Zealand. So they brought me a sweatshirt. So I walk out on stage with it. And 10 minutes in, I'm like, this is an inferno. I'm sweating. So I go, I'm going to pull a Bert. And I start taking it off. They start cheering. And then I go, I'm not taking everything off. I'm not I start talking like you. Dude, the place went fucking crazy. Just being a drunk guy.
It's crazy because, I've always steered away from it. I've always steered away from it. And even in this new special, I have a joke where I mention you and Rogan, and I felt I always, even when I wrote it, it was real, it was true, but I always felt cheap doing it.
Yeah,
because I was like, God damn it, am I name dropping? Because I know you guys are both bigger comics than me, so I'm like, am I name dropping and trying to make myself seem like I'm at their level or whatever? But then I was in Vermont and I did this joke about me and you, and Leanne came back. She always sits in the audience.
Yeah.
She comes back. She's like, oh my God. She goes, I could be honest with you. There were people were going nuts in there. As soon as you said Tom's name, they were going nuts. And she was like, and I got to be honest with you. It's so cool hearing about you talk about your relationship with Tom on stage. I was like, really? And she was like, oh, especially the way you're doing it. It makes it. She's like, there were guys hitting, and this happened so many times this past weekend. There were guys hitting people. I can't really explain all of the bit without giving it away.
Yeah.
Hitting each other going, dude, that's me and you.
Yeah, yeah.
To their buddies. And then guys were coming up to me at the shows and going, so I'm Bert and he's Tom. And I was like, but it's part of the, ugh.
And he's like, I live outside. He has a house.
I got a pool. He likes ponds.
I started one where I go, I have a friend and hate fills his heart, and it's it's a way to introduce you, and the audience knows, they know.
Fucking Ron, my tour bus driver,
yeah,
goes the other day. He goes, yeah, man, you are racist. I go, Ron, I'm not fucking, you've been with me on the road. And he goes, no, I just like saying that, man. I just like saying that.
It's fun. Hey, Ron.
Fuck. Oh.
Does anything smell better than gasoline?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Can I tell you what I think smells better?
What?
The draw.
Cinnamon rolls.
The draw of sulfur through the cigarette right when you take your first hit.
You smoking cigarettes now?
Yeah, I didn't tell you I started smoking cigarettes?
No.
Oh, yeah. I started smoking.
This is so great. How many are you up to?
Well, just when I get faded.
Yeah. Which is it's not a lot. I mean, do you hit half a pack?
No, I did. I'm not smoking.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to bring you a carton.
I was almost going to go with that joke and start smoking to get you.
I fooled you.
Joke's on you.
I don't really smoke. Oh, fuck.
Oh. How long have you stopped smoking?
Last time I had a cigarette was 10 years ago.
No, that's not real.
That's true.
That can't be.
100% true.
That can't be. 10 fucking years ago?
10 years ago was the last time I had a cigarette. I've had cigars.
Yeah. Wait, when was your last cigarette? Do you remember your last cigarette?
It was in LA. I was living in that shitty what's it called? MacArthur
Koreatown?
Park. Yeah.
I love that. So that was when you were going through your pie phase.
Pie phase. Oh wait. Oh, the pecan pie. Sometimes I get it mixed up with my chocolate souffle stage. They were around the same time, but the pecan pie stage, by the way, is your wife's fault.
I remember you got in the car. You're like, I'm going through a big pie phase right now.
Well, I think it's that we tried pie at your house.
Yeah, pecan.
See,
Leanne
Bert
makes a fucking amazing
and Leanne
pecan pie.
Used to fucking feed us because we were so poor.
God, I remember those days.
And I would go over to their house, and little Isla was like 2, and the cutest little 2-year-old. And George would be like, "Hey," and then walk away. And then
She's still like that. Hey.
she would just be like, and Isla would like play, and then, but you would make these elaborate dinners. You could really fucking cook, unless a chef is there.
Unless the chef was there.
But he would do elaborate dinners. I mean, the kitchen would be a fucking
mess.
It would be a mess, and I'd be like, "Are you gonna clean this up?" You're like, "I'm a guy." And then,
by the way, I still feel like that.
Yeah, I know, I do too. I'm not cleaning anything.
I'm sorry that I was raised in the 70s and I watched my mom clean, but
Yeah.
I guess I'll be in the living room.
The same. So, but you do this, and then one day, Leanne had made this pie,
Yeah.
pecan pie, and we tried it, and both of it, Christine and I were like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, she was like, "Well, that's my grandma's recipe."
That's Granny's recipe.
Yeah.
And she'd pull it out of a cookbook, and it would be handwritten on like a little like
Yeah.
like
a little Confederate flag, and it was like all jotted down.
it's not too far from the truth.
And then I remember that's one of those things that was so good, like that you immediately, like, you know, sometimes you eat things that people cook and you're like, that's really good. Or then like, you know, I'd love to get the recipe. Then sometimes you're like, no. Like I remember saying like, I want the recipe.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, no problem. And then the next day I called her and I was like, hey, so I'm following up on the recipe. Because it's like all we talked about.
She used to get she'd get pecans from Georgia. They bring her like a bunch of pecans out. Her granny was an interesting person. Those are throwback people.
Oh, yeah, I
They
bet,
don't
man.
exist at all.
Yeah.
That whole
I mean, to put it like in perspective, Leanne grew up on a dirt road, right?
Yeah,
so
went to school barefoot.
What did her grandmother grow up like?
By the way, same dirt road.
I mean,
They were sharecroppers in the there was
No
a place
shoes
where they
to school?
no shoes up until like 3rd grade. I mean, that might be older. That might be too old. But yeah, until she moved to Atlanta. When she moved to Atlanta, she had to wear shoes to school.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Atlanta was probably like,
Hey, are you watching that Michael Vick documentary?
no, I saw a little clip of it. Where is it? Where's it on?
On ESPN 30 for 30.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's amazing what a amazing athlete he was.
I remember.
Dude, he was you know that Lamar Jackson? Is
Yeah.
that his name?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, he's exciting to watch like Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Like just
They're ridiculous athletes. Ridiculous.
God.
Both had crazy arms. Both have like not just speed, but top tier. Like there's used to be the thing like you're fast for a quarterback because
Yeah.
the quarterback's traditionally slow, and then like those guys are fast for fast guys.
They're fast for wide receivers.
Yeah, man. They're other level. You
It's
know?
that I'm telling you that documentary is right amazing. I'm at the part where he I didn't know any of this, but the county prosecutor didn't follow through and file charges for the dog fighting originally.
Right.
'Cause he grew up around there and he was like, no, it's a dog fight.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Yeah.
And then I mean, they're making it sound like it was white women that brought Michael Vick down.
Yeah.
They were like, nah. And so then the FBI came in. FBI came in and did so much research. They dug up the dogs. They then got a veterinarian pathologist to come in and tell how the dogs were killed. And then Michael Vick, everyone just like not even copped a plea, but everyone just said guilty and tried to cop a plea. Michael Vick was supposed to get, they said maybe
Probation.
he'll get 6 months, probably get probation, and they gave him 28 fucking months. Like, because the judge was like, nah. But I would argue he probably missed out on 2 years of his life. That's 2 years without CTE, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 years without knee injuries where he might have just fucked it up anyway.
Yeah.
But I think that extra time served to allow him back into the public.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right about that. I do remember one thing, and I haven't seen this documentary.
It's
but
so good. It's a 4-hour documentary.
I remember that after he got out and he went back to the league for a while.
Yeah.
He did something that like I don't think it gets talked about that much. Like I'm saying as a credit to him is that when he went into prison, he owed a lot of money to creditors, right? And he had debt.
Really? I was
Sure.
always wondering about that. I haven't talked about that
He
yet.
had debt, and so he gets out and he gets contracted. But like, don't forget, like when he goes to prison, he loses not just his NFL contract, but all his endorsements. Yeah, and it's like $100 million day to him the day he goes to prison.
Yeah.
Of like this is gone. So he gets out, and the creditors are like, you owe us money. Now you're making money again. He's never gonna make like the money he would have made, but he's making money again. He opted himself. He chose to not file for the type of bankruptcy that wipes your debt away, essentially. He chose to pay back creditors, to make good on the money that he owed them. Yeah. You can look it up, like the type of bankruptcy filing he opted not to do versus the one he chose, but he chose to pay back people he owed money to.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a joke that's made me laugh hard as fuck. I can't remember who it was on my podcast. Hey, Nadav, will you pull up Michael Vick's net worth? I'm curious to see how much money he has, and then pull up mine next to it. Just see if I have more money than Michael Vick. $15 million. I do not.
Yeah, but also don't those things are not that accurate, man.
Bullshit.
They're not.
They're totally accurate.
No, they're not.
You know how much? Who did I watch?
I know.
Elton John's worth $550 million.
Those things are still a guess. Like just like the income reports.
Yeah.
Those are not verified. They're guesses. They're guesses.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely they are.
Oh.
They don't go like, I mean, if they called you'd be like, I'll send over my tax return right now. But like most of the time, they're just analyzing things. They're going through sources. They don't actually know for sure what his net worth is.
There was a guy I had on my pod. I can't remember the podcast. All I remember is the joke. He the person, I wish I could remember if it was a guy or a girl. I think it was a guy, had one of Michael Vick's dogs.
Yeah.
And they used to go and protest all Michael Vick's games. And so when the team was getting on the bus, they'd hold signs up and protest. And they said all the fucking players were like this, just like heads down. Because all of them are probably like, wait, what the fuck are they? Was that me? Did I do something there? And the joke makes me giggle to this day is he said all the football players would make like look away. And I was like, except for the fucking field goal kicker. He was like, hey, I wonder what those signs say. Because, he hadn't done anything. He's just like, oh, guys, did someone kill a dog in here?
Dude, I remember I did Cobb's. And I think I was doing it with Rogan and Diaz. And this is like at the height of this story. And Joey was like, they need to let him out. They need to let Michael Vick out. And he needs to come to the Raiders. He needs to come to the Raiders because Al Davis is perfect. He'll be like, Mike Vick, come here. You could stab a dog on the 50-yard line. I don't give a fuck.
Stab a dog.
He's like, we'll sacrifice dogs every week if you can bring that speed over here to Oakland.
Bring that speed.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
And people were like not ready for it at all. People were like, what?
Yeah. Joey, God, man. I didn't realize, I think what him going to prison did was it really opened up your eyes to like what he did. I think it was a little more than dog fighting. It's crazy. He wasn't allowed to have a dog when he got out, obviously. I'm sure.
Yeah. He actually even, didn't he, I remember seeing a commercial where he did something with like one of those animal rights groups, not PETA, but another one, just like a dog. He became like a spokesperson for them.
He was the celebrity coach for the Puppy Bowl this year for this Super Bowl.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Dude, I did the funniest fucking joke this weekend. I took 2 quarters and put them on stage. Did you see this?
No.
I put 2 quarters on the stool. And then I told all my openers, I said, hey, did you guys see 50 Cent in there? And they were like, do you want me to wait until you're done texting until I tell you this joke? Who are you texting with?
There's this shit going on. I'll tell you in a second.
Tell me on air?
No.
Oh. Well, fucking. So I took 2 quarters. I put them on the stool. And then I told all my openers, did you see 50 Cent in there? And they're like, 50 Cent's in there? And I go, yeah, you'll see him when you get on stage. And they're like, what the fuck's he doing in Sacramento? I was like, you'll see. And so they all walked on stage, saw the quarters, and went, motherfucker. Dude, that made me laugh so hard.
Who did you have on the show?
Dave Williamson, Shane Torres, and Jesus Trejo.
You have 3 people?
I like not all the times, but if we have one-night shows, like bigger venues, I think it's fun for them to do those size venues. And everyone does 10 minutes. And it's fun for us on the bus. The more people on the bus is better. And we just go out to eat and just listen to Ron talk shit.
Really?
Ron talk.
Was he like, fuck you, Gayle King? Yes or no?
Oh, let's just say
it's fuck you Friday.
He was talking about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not a big fan of Ari's. He's not a big fan of Gayle King's.
Yeah,
because he's old school, man. He had his first kid when he was 15.
That's old school.
She was 21.
Damn.
He goes, yeah, what they call that? It's called that being a man. I go, yeah, we call that molestation. I think you were raped, Ron.
15.
He was 15. She was 21.
Jesus.
He was like, nah, man, nothing wrong with that. And I was like, but he's he's like an old school dude where he like. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, man. There's something so different culturally that I think people are glancing over, that you forget that it's like an unspoken thing where people are holding each other to the exact same standards where they would hold their friends, as opposed to looking at things and realizing this man had a different childhood. We'll take it back to the dog fighting with Michael Vick.
Yeah.
He grew up with it.
He
grew up dog fighting, and the cops never stopped them. So he actually said, I didn't think anything was wrong with it. He was like, I knew that it was like not right, but like I didn't think it was wrong. And I think it's the same thing about like having side bitches. There's guys that just go, what? You have a side bitch. Everyone's got a side bitch.
Especially if they grew up with it.
Especially if you grew up with it.
Yeah.
And for Ron to get pregnant at 15 and have a kid, he's just like, all right, that's how life starts.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I would have been like melted down. Me and Ron are the exact same age. And so if I had a kid I didn't have sex until I was 17.
Me too.
Yeah. And so like if I had a kid at 15,
You'd be perfect for that.
God.
Did you always have a side bitch? Like when you were growing up?
Never had a side bitch. I would love a side bitch. I would love a side. Let's talk it through. What would your side bitch look like?
Is your side bitch, you think, here in L.A., or do you think she's in another city?
Oh, no.
What city is she in?
Somewhere cheap, Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana. That way, like...
And she comes on Midwest runs.
Evansville. She lives in Evansville, maybe Indianapolis. That's where I'll be on the Birdie Boy World Tour this week. Maybe Louisville. I don't know. Maybe Medford.
It's Louisville.
Louisville.
Thank you.
Louisville.
There, you did it right.
Hey, guys. I've been...
Yes.
So...
Yeah. I think I have a warm weather side bitch, you know? Like,
cold weather side bitch.
what?
Cold weather side bitch. Yeah. And she'd be somewhere inexpensive where I could like let her really live it up.
Yeah.
I want her to live nice. Nice car. If I do a thing with the dealership where I'm like, take pictures there, you know. Like, hook up my side bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And then you get like maybe Chili's gives you some gift cards and you're like, you can eat too.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no. Oh, I'd already thought about that. I'd go to the nice restaurants and befriend the chefs.
Yeah.
Have them on my podcast.
Yeah.
I'd be very vocal about my side bitch in her town.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be like, no, that's Bert's side bitch.
But like,
It would never get back to Leanne.
Yeah.
How's fucking
Yeah.
anyone in Evansville gonna
now,
tell
do you
Leanne?
think, is Leanne completely...
Shouldn't care.
Or that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So she's not, she's like, that's just what guys do.
We had a conversation about this yesterday.
Yeah.
If you cheat on someone, you take that shit to the grave with you.
Yeah.
You don't put that on me.
Oh, yeah. You live with your guilt. Don't fucking bring that to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You fuck someone on the road.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
I'm happy right now.
Right.
Like, I don't fuck that. It was crazy. We were talking about this on a separate subject.
Yep.
But
here's my side bitch. Hold up.
no, we were talking about that the other day about like a friend of ours had, not even a friend, but a distant friend of ours had an affair and brought it to her husband. And
now he's like, what the fuck are
and
you
then
telling me?
I'm like, just don't. Like, and it wasn't ever gonna, they weren't gonna stay together. She's gonna come back to her husband. You know, you fucking sleep with that. You don't ever bring that up. Fucking die with that shit.
Yeah, I think my side bitch is Puerto Rican.
Oh, mine's so white.
Really?
Oh, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Are you going?
My God,
Because you're going opposite.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm gonna say 35. 35.
Yeah, like not too young.
Doesn't want to have kids.
Yeah.
Wants to be like a yoga instructor. I'll help her set her up in a studio, something in a strip mall. She's gonna have a Ford. I'm pretty sure. I can't believe I'm already living through all this in my head.
It sounds like it's pretty fucking worked out.
Oh, it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, but like it seems like this is not just off the top of your head. It seems like this has actually been cooking.
No, it's off the top of my head, but I haven't really ever thought about it. I have thought about starting other families.
Yeah.
Like I would love to Johnny Appleseed my way around this country.
Really?
Oh, dude, without a doubt. Start with a family in Florida.
Think about how well you would do things with a new family. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, hey man, this is my new wife and my new kids, and I've learned what I needed to learn on that first go around.
I would hit it out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
I would hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
I'd be so involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'd take them on the road with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great.
And then you could do a thing where like the bus in that region drives that family around, but then the bus comes west and you have this family come on board.
Oh, my new family would be so impressed by the bus. My family right now, with the bus is in LA, and Georgia just came on and just didn't even, just sat down, didn't like go looking around and exploring, just sat down.
Yeah.
I was like, what, you want to see my bedroom? She's like, nah. I was like, you don't want to see my bedroom? She's like, I'm imagining it smells back there. I'm like, okay.
You know your dad?
Yeah. I was like, you got me. I go, you want any snacks? And she goes, you're thinking about Isla. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Georgia's so fucking practical. She wants a Chrysler Pacifica.
What?
Yeah.
That's what she wants?
She wants a Chrysler Pacifica. Pull that up, Nadav. That's a good looking car. A Chrysler Pacifica.
Okay. Why?
I have no fucking idea.
Are you going to get her one?
No. I'm not going to drive that fucking thing.
What's for
Actually,
her?
minivans are pretty fucking awesome.
It's kind of cool now.
Minivans do drive pretty fucking awesome.
It's actually gone full circle for me where it's like that was the most revolting vehicle. And now I'm like, yeah, I could drive one. I would drive one.
Just get it like murdered out, like Get it like that carbon
Matte finish.
Yeah. Get it fucking nice matte 22s on there.
Yeah, dude. Dude, get it and trick it out. Throw some like sport exhaust on it.
If
so
you
when
could
start it,
okay,
like,
you're a car guy.
Yeah.
Like let's go in the different direction away from sports cars.
Okay.
Like what would be a cool car that you like because I always want one of those like all-terrain fucking exploration vehicles.
Subarus.
No, not a Subaru.
Why? Those are great for that.
No, I want the one. No, who wants a fucking Subaru?
But they're great for all-terrain exploration.
They're actually really good cars. Can I tell you what is a really great car? Is the fucking Genesis.
Yes, Hyundais that make amazing cars.
What the hell?
G70.
Dude, I got one of those.
Equus, the Hyundai Equus. Equus? What I don't know what it's called.
I got into one of those for going to the airport.
Those are great too. Yeah.
I got put me in the back, and I was like, "What car is this?"
I know.
I said to him, "What series is this?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Is it a Mercedes? What is this? The S Class?"
Yeah,
and he went,
he's like, no.
"Oh, this is a Genesis, bro." And I was like,
Nice, right?
It's like hooking up with a hot chick, and you're like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, she's got herpes." And you're like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
Yeah.
I was wondering why it was so easy to.
Do you want to
fuck
get
her.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice.
I don't know. I feel like I should get myself a treat.
Get a treat.
Like I want to. I don't know. I don't think a sports car. I'm not like a big enough car guy. I want to get like a Cadillac convertible or something fun.
So then do that. Get something fun. You should get you are a convertible guy. You should get a convertible.
I feel like a nice 67, 72 Cadillac convertible.
Okay.
Look at that. Isn't that me?
Totally. Do that.
Yeah.
Dude, get that.
I will.
That's perfect. Get it today.
See if you can find one in LA for me, Nadav. Cadillac convertible. I'll buy it right now. We'll get them on the phone.
Okay. Oh, yes. Let's make a call.
You have to have a car guy.
I do have a car guy. But he doesn't deal usually in these what's it called? These classics, He does more like new stuff.
Oh, white Eldorado, 18 grand? Shut up. What's that $100,000 one?
Oh, there you go. Click on that.
Check availability. What does it run off? Baby's blood? Why is that so expensive?
I don't know. It might be a lunatic that owns it. That or it's let's see. It's got 60,000. I don't know. It might be like a collectible year.
This podcast is also brought to you by Hims. I've been talking about Hims for years. This is the website for men to help them look and feel their best. 66% of men start losing their hair by the age of 35. Once you've noticed your hair is thinning, it might be too late. But if you can get in front of that bust, then you can keep that hair that you have. 4Hims is one-stop shopping for hair loss, skincare, sexual wellness, all for men. It's time to write a new chapter in your life. And this chapter starts with you having hair. These aren't snake oil pills sold at a gas station. These are prescription solutions backed by science. This was created by a guy who knows some men health conversations are better to have online than in person. No awkward in-person doctor visits, no long lines at the pharmacy. 4Hims connects you with real doctors online, which would save you hours, completely confidential and discreet. You answer a few quick questions, doctor reviews it, and if they determine it's right for you, they prescribe the medication to treat your hair loss, shipped directly to your door discreetly. Dive into 2020 hair first. Right now, our listeners can get started with their first month for free. Go to 4hims.com/bears. That's 4hims.com/bears. Prescription requires an online consultation with a physician who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Offer valid only if prescribed. 3-month minimum subscription. Additional restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. That's 4hims.com/bears.
Fuck. Remember when you used to cut your balls shaving? That's a thing of the past. Why? Because the geniuses at Manscaped have created, finally, the Manscaped 3.0. No more stabbing and bleeding just to have smooth, shiny balls. Now you can get on board with the balls of the future. The balls you've always wanted to show to your husband or wife or partner of any gender. They don't care whatever you have that they love to put in their mouth. Now, nicks and cuts with the Manscaped 3.0 are a thing of the past. This is the third generation trimmer. It has the advanced skin-safe technology. The engineering team spent over 18 months perfecting the greatest ball trimmer ever created. This is premium. The battery will last up to 90 minutes. I don't know how big your balls are, but if you can't trim it in 90 minutes, you've got other problems. One of the coolest features is the LED light, which helps you see your taint and other areas that are hard to see without light. So many people have written in stories about how the Lawnmower 3.0 has changed their lives and their sex life and just everything that you could ever imagine. You need to try this out for yourself. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CAVE at manscaped.com. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code CAVE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Use our code CAVE. That's the word CAVE. Your partner, your dick, and your balls will thank you.
I need to get, when I went to Travel Channel and when the very first meeting I had with the new president, she hated my guts and she was like, "What are your hobbies?" And I was like, "Hobbies?" I was like, "The fuck do I look like? I'm a man." She was like, "What?" And I was like, "What the fuck, like, hobby? Like, I don't, like, putting rocks on top of each other? I have no idea." And I was like, "I do stand up." She was like, "What's like a hobby?" And I said, "Stand up. I write jokes." And
She's like, "No, that's your job."
yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that's it. That's all I do is I just think of funny shit all day." And she was like, "You need a hobby." And I could not for the life of me figure out a hobby.
And then now?
I don't have any hobbies.
No.
I do videos.
Yeah.
I work out.
That's not, yeah. You don't have a hobby.
I don't have any fucking hobbies.
I agree.
What's your hobby?
Yeah, I don't have
Collecting
one.
cars?
No, I don't have a car collection. I like cars. I've always like bought car magazines. But I don't have a hobby.
What would be a
I had
good-
the same thing, by the way. I talked about it in therapy. I was bummed out.
So funny. I talked about it in therapy too.
I was like, I'm bummed out. I feel like everyone has hobbies, like fucking even things that, like Tom Papa bakes bread.
Bakes bread.
And you're
Yeah.
like, that's his passion. And I go, and then he's like, well, you have a family, you have kids. You don't really have. They're young.
Rogan
And I was
hunts.
like, yeah, he hunts.
100 hobbies for men? Ooh, good call. Men's Gazette. Ready? Smash or pass?
Let's see. Animal rescue. That's not a.
Fucking hard pass. Hard fucking pass.
Antiquing.
Straight men. Type in straight men.
No,
100
keep going.
Keep going.
All right, that's another
Archery.
hobby of his. He has multiple hobbies.
Rogan's got
Yeah.
archery.
Yeah. Astronomy.
Astrology.
Astronomy.
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 You got it. Pass.
Barbecuing.
Yeah, eating, that's a hobby of mine.
Yeah,
I've been pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Eating. Hey, anything, that's not a fucking hobby. Billiards?
That's another hobby of his.
That's another hobby of Joe's. Bird watching. Okay. I'd rather go cock watching in a fucking West Hollywood gym than go looking at birds.
Bird is so pathetic.
Blogging? These are the dumbest fucking hobbies. Oh, role playing. That would be a fun hobby.
We could get into that.
How weird would it be if I showed up and I was in character? I was like, "Hello, Tom."
Boat making? How about just boating? I don't want to fucking build a boat.
Making.
Why is it boat making?
These are fucking horrible.
Bonsai tree sculpting. I'm trying to think about how quickly I would abandon sculpting. I'd be like, no, fuck this.
Stop
Just throw it.
scrolling. My therapist said you need a hobby, and he's like, what's something you think you could do? And I was like, I don't know, maybe like leather crafting. And he was like, okay. So I went to a leather shop and I got some leather. I was like, I'm gonna make a fanny pack, and I made the biggest fucking fanny pack.
You made it?
I made it. It's so ugly. I made it, and then immediately my hobby turns into money. I go, wonder if I could sell this on the road. Yeah. Start making fanny packs, moving merch.
And it's a 25-gallon fanny pack.
It's so big. I was like, oh, I'll have it go all the way
You
around.
put a 12-pack in it. It's fine. Bowling.
Bowling, Pat. It's not.
No.
Camping. No. Kayaking. Who's?
You know what the other
That's
thing?
the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Someone goes, "So you have any hobbies?" You go, "I like to get in canoes." Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean? A canoe.
I canoe. How about the fucking just the storage and like the main? All that bothers me immediately. Like, I got to tie it to the roof.
I have a canoe.
You do? Where? At your house now?
At our new house, it came with a canoe and a pool table.
Came with it.
Yeah. They were
Are you in that house?
No. We're so far away from being in that house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, keep going.
Canoeing. car collecting. That's
You know
one
the
of
problem
yours.
with car collecting?
What?
Space.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That car collecting's real because Fluffy has legit.
He has a warehouse.
That's so. That is. But
Now it's cool that I think it's cool that he picked a very specific lane that he likes.
Yeah.
Which is like these VW vans and stuff. That's what he loves.
Yeah.
And he's apparently he has rows of them. Like
I just think that's so like not to be disrespectful, but it's so. But I can't wrap my head around it. Like it's so bizarre to me.
really?
that
What part of it?
The fact that it would be one specific car. Like when I had him on my podcast, and we talked about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, why that car?
But he just what did he say?
It was his first car, and he loves it, and he loves that car. It's just so. It's like Russell Peters collects watches,
yeah.
and I think it's interesting. But I go, I end up going like, don't you just want one that counts your steps? Like how much shit do you want on your wrists?
Yeah, I guess it's not for you.
Like
for sure.
I'm blown away that people wear red leather wristband watches.
Really?
I go, so you take that off and get in the shower? Do you know how many times I showered with a watch on in high school and I was like, motherfucker.
And it fucked it up?
100 times. I fucking ruined I can't do that.
I could get into that. I like watches, but I mean the racing I could get into because I do feel such a thrill, and it's one of those things where when you do it,
Like Adam Carolla racing, like
Yeah.
where you go, this is my new hobby. I'm going to get a race car. I'm going to go out to the short track. I'm going to run against the guys.
I think both track days where you're like trying to get set times and actually competitive racing is probably really fun to be a part of.
I was thinking about getting into motorcycles very seriously.
Really?
Very seriously.
What's stopping you?
Just death.
But I mean, maybe you won't die. Just do it.
Probably won't. Ooh, ceramic and poetry?
Pottery.
Why would they? Oh, I was like, why would they put those together?
Cartooning animation is work. That's a
These are
job.
so stupid. These are the dumbest fucking hobbies.
Chess, no thanks. Cigar smoking, there's a good hobby.
Hey, I got that. Oh, is alcoholism on there? Coffee roasting.
You mean
I grew marijuana. That was a fucking pain in the ass.
are you done with it?
Yeah, and I have like fucking 3 ounces of marijuana.
Was it good?
I haven't smoked it. I'm terrified to smoke my own weed.
Why?
Because I'd rather smoke someone's weed who knows what the fuck they're doing.
You got to try it, dude. It's the whole
I'll roll us a
point.
joint.
All right. Cooking? That's not a hobby.
It's culinary experiences.
Dancing, we're both big in that.
Yeah, we're both really big dancers.
What's this guy? What? Wait.
Dwarfism?
Wait.
Oh, dandyism. Dandyism's a hot.
Wait, what is that?
Hold on.
What is
Why
that?
would you skip past this, Nadav? Dandyism.
Yeah. It's not just about the clothes. It's the pursuit of an elegant lifestyle.
God, I just found
and it
my
really
hobby.
is that, a
just found my
lifestyle.
hobby.
What begins as a hobby,
I just found my
collecting,
hobby.
grooming, and decorating,
Oh.
can quickly turn into passion and then into a lifestyle. Dandies don't generally consider it a hobby.
I'm a dandy.
It becomes who they are, and it is exhibited in all aspects. Wait, I want to explore this.
Let's get into dandyism.
Yeah.
Dude, call me a dandy? Shut the fuck up.
What is okay? So it's just like being well groomed at all
No,
times.
I think it's like gay, but not sexually. Does that make sense?
Wait, go out of images. Go just into the all results. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Fuck that. Type in dandy comedian and see if I can take
What?
that.
Wait. What is this explore? What is that one say there? Yeah. Click that. Excessively concerned about his clothes and appearance, a fop,
A fop?
informal, something or someone of exceptional or first-rate quality. Oh.
Wait, go down. Is dandy a slur? I like that because I've been saying it for the past 5 minutes. Is dandy a derogatory term?
The word dandy is jocular, often sarcastic adjective meaning fine or great when used in the form of a noun. It refers to a well-groomed and well-dressed man, but often to one who is self-absorbed. This is perfect.
I could be a great dandy.
Yeah. But we got to take you shopping immediately.
I'm buying dandy clothes right now.
Okay.
Let's buy. I'm gonna buy dandy clothes on Amazon.
How do you feel about just being in like suits and stuff?
hate
all
it.
the- You hate it?
Yeah.
How are you going to be a great dandy?
Put in dandy swimwear. Dandy leisure wear.
Not
Dandy,
Frank Dandy.
Frank Dandy? Who's Frank Dandy?
Dude.
I love the word dandy. Frank Dandy
that's
must
Frank
be a
Dandy.
designer.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta have abs? Fuck.
You're there. You're almost there.
I could be a dandy.
We didn't even finish the pie talk. I just hit me right now.
Oh.
Wait. So here's what happened. So Leanne, I tried that pecan pie. I pressed her for the recipe.
Yeah.
She gave it to me and then started making it. And I was like, well, this didn't taste right. Go back to square one and buy all the ingredients. Well, we'd eat it. I'd be like, it doesn't taste right. I'd eat the whole pie. And then, and then I would make it. And then it was like, this one's better. And then the third pie was like, how's this one? Like, that one's great. And then we'd be like, oh, I should just make this I know how to cook something. I'll make this all the time. And then in a month, I think.
Can't stop thinking about my dandy clothes. All I'm thinking about is going
You don't
dandy
like
shopping.
suits. You don't like it.
But it's gonna be so much fun to buy a dandy outfit.
Will you do stand up in it
I'll do stand up in dandy clothes.
and not take it off?
Oh yeah, I'll do. I might just be like, hey guys, I'm shifting my persona. I'm a dandy now. I love the fucking.
Like that?
I love being called a dandy. That is such a great fucking word.
And you're like, this is my new hobby.
Yeah, guys, I'm a dandy.
I wonder how stand up would register from you dressed like this versus how you normally do it. You know what I mean? It's a totally different experience.
So my ass hairs got tied together. I'm a dandy. You're a dandy if you do. Isn't that from that movie?
Sure.
Is that the line?
Dandy, if you do, is very common line.
No,
Right?
from Tombstone.
Oh,
You're a dandy if you do. I'm your huckleberry. You're a dandy if you do. It was Doc Holliday a dandy?
I don't know.
You're a dandy. Let's get out of images. Yeah, you're a daisy if you do.
Oh,
God, maybe I'll be a daisy. So you keep eating pies.
yeah. And I think 6 weeks of Leanne's grandmother's pecan pie recipe resulted in about, I think, somewhere around 22 pounds.
I hate when you fall in love with a food and you start working on that food and trying to figure out that food. And then you're like, I'm fucking like Leanne.
That's what happened.
Yeah, Leanne got into baking bread.
Yeah.
And so there were just loaves of bread everywhere. And she was like, my bread's so good. And she was eating just pieces of bread
All the time.
all the time.
Did you get into them too?
No, because I was going through, this when I was losing weight. I am stuck at 237. I can't move weight at all. And I wouldn't be shocked if I've been going up a titch.
I think you look great. No, you look fine. What are you talking about? You look fine. You look normal.
I look normal
And your face is not.
as bloated.
Yeah.
I don't know why my face feels healthier than it normally does.
Have you been doing any face workouts?
Can I tell you what I do?
Yeah. There's an actual thing you do?
Yeah, I do it
Okay.
every day. I go on the
Okay.
treadmill. I then take this, and then I get one of these clamps for cameras.
Yeah.
And I put it like this, and I clamp it right here, and I work out like this.
And you feel like it's
I think it's slimming.
yeah.
Yeah.
You look like a conquistador right now.
Is this your Espanol podcast? Conquistador.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be a fucking type in Spanish dandies. I bet that's conquistadors. I can't wait to see a dandy.
Oh.
I bet they're all over Silver Lake. I bet Paul F. Tompkins is a dandy.
He definitely
He's a dandy.
presents.
Shut the fuck
Well.
up.
Paul definitely presents well.
He has nice clothes.
It's the yeah.
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 Yeah. He's
Look.
definitely a dandy. Oh my God, he's in a fucking sailing outfit.
He's always in like great suits.
I wonder how many suits he has. I wonder if he has the same amount of suits as I have t-shirts and sweatpants.
Maybe. He's got to have hundreds.
I might be the opposite of a dandy.
You're definitely not a dandy.
I'm a Dundee.
Yeah. What is up with these bears?
Oh,
Because I think I saw this on your Instagram.
so some fan made these.
No way.
Yeah, and then to the other hand. What? What did he say?
Fuck you, Bert.
Yeah, that's you.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he gave them to me.
Holy
and,
shit, man.
yeah, give them to your kids. This is Bert, and that's Tommy.
Okay. They'll love that.
Yeah.
And I know which one to give which one because,
Why?
Man, Ellis is saying wild shit.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Hold on. Is he as bad as my sister's kid? Holy shit. This kid just sat in the room just going, fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Are you serious?
Yeah, he's ramping up on like fucks, and he's fixated on fucking cars. So every time that he just sees a car, he's like, "Look at that fucking car." I'm like,
A fucking car.
yeah, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you saying, man?" And he was like, "Oh, fuck it." And he said, "Fuck it." And I'm like, I know it's hard not to laugh.
Oh, it's
but
great.
I go like,
Oh, I can't wait to see him and be like, "What's up, fucker?" And he's like, "Ah, fucker."
he's saying crazy shit. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Have you been able to work him into your act at all?
Yeah, I have one of my big new jokes is all about him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Careful.
Why?
Oh, so I started doing jokes about my kids, and then all of a sudden it's like, they're like, now things will happen in life. They're like, that doesn't go in the act, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're
fuck.
still super young, you know. I mean, like,
that's when I started.
Yeah.
Isla put her finger in her ass, put it in the dog's mouth, and I was like, that's going on stage.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think how can you not though? If you have kids and you're a comedian, you're gonna talk about what's going on in your house.
It's so funny because there are guys that you don't know anything about them. Like Daniel Tosh, you never learned anything about him as a comedian.
Right, it's just like commentary on
Yeah, it was just commentary. Same with Jesselnick. You don't really see through the other side to him. I am the exact fucking opposite to a fault where I'm like, oh, I'm telling you stuff you didn't want to know about me.
Oh yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have zero boundaries.
Zero.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes I live a life to write about it on stage.
Yeah.
Like where I go, like when I have a bit about taking Georgia for her first drive in a car, and it was the day you and Joey smoked that joint.
Yeah.
I got home and they were like, let's go for a ride. And I was like, this is going to be great for the act.
Did it become a good one?
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was hammered. I was higher than I've ever been. I'm in the backseat with Isla, and I was howling laughing at this idiot trying to drive for her first time. Fucking crying, going. And I think Isla has maybe heard too many jokes about herself, and now she's this fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Because she knows she can say or do anything. As long as it's funny, it goes in the act. So
And then Georgia must have been panicking with you guys like laughing.
she was falling apart. We hadn't even left the driveway yet. Isla and I are in the back running her through the ringer. Yeah, I feel like it's like I go on vacations. I honestly go on vacations and I go, all right, like what's the bit here?
Yeah.
It sucks, but I can't. You know, it's like I look at this. I'm following this pro surfer. His name's Jason O'Brien. I think his name's Jason O'Brien. He's like the first vlogging pro surfer. He's really fucking interesting. He's a great fucking surfer. But I don't know what I was gonna say. What the fuck was I gonna say?
I don't know. You're talking about your kids, and then
I'm following this pro surfer. I don't know what I was gonna say. I just got lost. I just got lost because I was like, I've been watching his videos a lot.
yeah.
And I'm like, God, I want to be young and ripped and surf and
All right, what about that as a hobby for you?
surfing.
Yeah.
I would love that to be my hobby.
I know, but you're like, yeah,
You got to get a board. You got to put it on the car.
know.
You got to drive out to Malibu. It's like so much shit. If I can just find a hobby that's in my distilling,
Ooh.
I could get into distilling.
Now imagine if you went through the same shit you went through to grow your weed, but at the end you have booze you can drink. Don't you think that would be a good one for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the space to distill right now, but I think in the new house I'll have space to distill.
Let's
I'm
start
gonna get a
getting.
lot of fucking hobbies.
Let's start getting equipment and have it shipped there.
What about? Well, yeah. What if I made like a Bert corner?
What if you build a distillery on the property?
Do small batches, sell
Yeah.
them for high end dollars. I could do that.
Yep.
Yeah. What are we gonna name my whiskey? Am I gonna do whiskey?
I don't know. Why not?
Whiskey's probably easiest. Hey, find out what the easiest booze to distill. Probably they're all the same. I bet vodka's probably the easiest because you don't need to put flavor into it.
Yeah, you just need to like spin a story, right? What is the
gonna last
easiest
50
alcohol to make? Hard cider, mead, or even fruit wine in all your cases. Da, 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 da. What about what is the easiest? Oh yeah, you already put liquor in there. Wonder what.
How to distill alcohol. How to make whiskey at home. I do small batch, and I just sell them in those little travel bottles.
There you go.
We almost bought a vodka company at one point.
I remember that.
What a shit show that was.
Was it a shit show?
We were gonna buy a vodka company, so we looked at all these places, and then it was a lot of money to buy a vodka company. Then we found a place that sold vodka in packets, like emergency.
Yeah.
So it was like in a little pouch.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is right up my alley. That is so my brand.
Like, I just need a bump.
I was like, they fit in your pocket. You take them on planes.
Holy shit, man.
It was such a great
You know,
idea.
you could call it, too. You could call it, I'm not an alcoholic vodka on a pouch.
I don't have a problem, alcohol. Mind your own business, booze. Sure, it's 6 a.m. in an airport, and I'm in a bathroom stall drinking a vodka and cranberry juice.
I'm drinking
I don't have a problem.
pouch of vodka. You could call it, you take your vitamins vodka, I'll take this. God
Google
damn.
pouches, they're fucking awesome. These pouch vodka things were awesome. And they were like, yeah, we'll stamp them. We get them stamped with your logo. Look at
Holy
this.
shit.
Oh, they're fucking great. Little Bob and Stacy. Look at those Bebos.
Oh my God, dude.
And so
I had no idea these exist.
oh, they're great. So we get
Oh,
them.
yeah.
We get them, and it was going to be I think it's 75 grand. 75 grand for
You could call it, I don't give a fuck about shit. Vodka.
it's called you do you, I'll do me vodka.
We all have problems. Vodka.
These were awesome. And so, yeah, pocket shots. That's a perfect one. Pocket shots. And so we get the order, right? And they're like, yeah, and it made total sense. They're like, we'll order it. You put your brand on it. Like we'll brand it for you. We'll give it to you. And then you're good to go. And we're like, great. So we're like, they're like, how many do you want? And we're like, I don't know. Like, how about it was great because you could go, how about like 75 grand worth? And they're like, perfect. And then we're like, great. And then they're like, okay, they'll be ready. When are you going to pick them up? And I was like, what? Pick them up? And they're like, yeah, you got to pick them up and then store them and then you ship them. And so I was like, oh, I thought it was different.
Send them to us.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, you'd send them to us. And they're like, it's a fucking pallet. They're like, we're not going to ship those to you.
Why can't they arrange for that?
I don't know. And it was in St. Petersburg, I think, where we were getting, not Russia,
Florida?
Tampa, and Florida. And so it just got out of control. And then my dad's like, buddy, you're not that. I wouldn't start a liquor company. He's like, you're not. You do one thing right. Just stick with that.
That's actually not bad business advice, though.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying a bar the other day.
Buying a bar?
Yeah, getting a dive bar
In what city?
in LA.
Just a place you can go to?
Just to find a place where I can.
Think.
Yeah, like making an office / bar.
Yeah.
So like I could go there in the afternoon.
Get some work done.
Yeah, get some work done.
Yeah.
And then open the doors up, live band, do a little stand up.
This is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much would that cost? Would you go into a bar with me?
I would walk into it with you.
No, let me. Okay, can I tell you? Can I pitch it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Name of the bar is Rickshaw's. Have I told you this before?
I don't think so.
Okay. Name of the bar is Rickshaw's.
Okay.
In front, we have 10 rickshaws. And if you live within a half mile of my bar, I'll come pick you up on a rickshaw and take you home on a rickshaw. So there's no drinking and driving.
Okay.
You get a fun night of you on a rickshaw with your chick, right?
Yeah.
Comes run over. Guy goes, hey, you hop on. Hey.
I think this could work out.
Yeah. All the rickshaws are sitting on Riverside, right?
Yeah. I wonder what kind of overhead we're looking at.
Not much.
I mean, we have 10 rickshaws in addition to the bar and the upkeep of the bar.
Google how much a rickshaw costs.
And then
Rickshaws are super cheap.
who do we hire to drive or ride?
Hire
Just anyone?
illegal aliens.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's only fucking 150,000 rupees.
People also ask right underneath it.
It's the price of a rickshaw. Oh, it's a lock. It's 1.2 locks. Dude, we get
How about how much is a rickshaw in the United States?
undocumented workers. Is that what the right politically correct thing to say is instead of illegal alien?
Yeah.
Undocumented workers.
Um.
Yeah. Are rickshaws legal in the U.S.? Was maybe
How much is an
something
electric?
I could Google.
How much is an electric rickshaw?
No. You want old school rickshaws.
But that's the next one there. Just as, what the fuck, man? All right.
Rickshaws. It would be great.
Okay.
I would love like just a dive bar.
How much are you willing to invest in this?
I don't know. How much are you willing to invest? Go halvesies. I bet we could open up. Okay, what if you had to open one thing? Okay, I'm gonna give you a bunch of different ideas of things to open. Okay.
Okay.
How about a beer garden? Beer garden that only sells hot wings and French fries, right? Open outdoors so you can smoke marijuana, smoke cigars.
Yeah.
Beer garden, right? We get what we do is, what's just eating up money in LA?
What?
These nurseries. They're eating up money because they need all that space for all the trees and stuff. Mm-hmm. What we do is we pair up with a nursery and we say,
cut them
hey,
down.
we're gonna get you. No, we go. We're getting you out of the city, right? Mm-hmm. Out of the city. What if we pair up with a nursery and just get them a drinking license, a place to a bar, so you have all these beautiful trees in there,
And you just drink under the
and you
trees.
just drink in the trees and all the fucking beautiful smells.
That's a great idea. I like that one.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad
See, this
idea.
is what this is about. It's about coming up with $1 million ideas.
Yes, and that's also kind of a hobby. No, it's more entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
So it's
we're cutting bonsai trees.
wait. Let's go back. Let's go back to our hobbies list real quick because I want to see where we are with that. Distilling was really good.
Like that.
Dog training. That's just
I can't do that at all.
Drone
Our dogs-
flying.
Oh, drone. Have you flown a drone?
No.
It's pretty fucking fun.
Is it?
It's really fucking fun. I almost, it's so funny. I almost brought my drone today to fly it because I have an idea of a promo I wanted to do, and I was like, I'll just do it for Tom because I can't get anyone to do it for me.
Yeah.
And I know how to fly the drone. What's this? Old picture taking?
What's your idea for the promo?
I want. It's stupid. When I tell it, it's not going to be as cool as when I want to take the drone off. I want you to be sitting in a chair on the beach, like a lazy boy or something. We'll move it out to the beach, and I'll take the drone out like a quarter of a mile in the ocean, and then fucking zoom it in, and it just lands right on you, and you go, "Hey, Indiana, I'm coming your way."
Okay.
Hey,
You really like doing these
I
promos,
love doing promos.
and you cut your own stuff.
Yeah,
And you fly the drone yourself.
I fly the drone myself.
You have your own drone.
Yeah, I have my own drone.
It's great.
Yeah, I like
Fellowship.
What's fellowshipping?
It's like joining a fucking frat. It looks like
Ooh, hold the fucking phone.
Freemasonry.
I could totally become a Freemason. Let's get into a Kiwanis club.
What about Freemasons? Why don't we join that?
I don't know. What's the best fellowship? Ooh, let's get into like one secretive one.
That's
like
Freemasons. That's super
I
secret.
want to learn like super secrets about like the presidents and stuff.
That's the Freemasons, man.
Oh, here we go. Let's join the Illuminati.
Well, there you are. There's the fourth one. Join that.
It's a horrible idea.
Why don't you join there?
Secret.
It sounds Kreischer. It's waiting for
By the
you.
way, this led right to this. What's Ordo Templi Orientals?
No, this is good. Let's do the secret societies for him. See, first one that came up, Freemasons,
Yeah.
Illuminati, Skull and Bones. That's
like at a school, right? At
wasn't
Yale.
that at Yale? I thought that was.
What's the Rochesters? Rochations.
What?
The Christian Rochations.
Hold on.
Elders of Zion.
Wait. Okay. Rosicrucians?
Rosicrucians?
I don't know.
Rosacea?
Rosicrucians were purported to be using occult practices to bring about a global transformation. 3 manifestos launched. Freemasons no, have been playing. Okay, I don't know anything about it. All right. Bilderberg.
What's that?
The world's most influential movers and shakers met in a hotel to discuss the coming year's global agenda. Continue to meet every year, but the context of their talks have remained a zealously guarded secret. They are not technically a secret society since their existence and membership are not in question.
Elders of Zion?
Let's see. That's
A Russian document called The Protocols of the Elders of
the
Zion.
International Jew, the world's most foremost problem. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Hitler read the book, was influenced by it. Well, this is a pretty good society to join.
The Elders of Zion. Knights of
God.
Templar.
Oh, yeah. All right, Knights of Templar. I don't know, man. I feel like
I think we should.
I feel like Freemasons might be the most chill of the ones we just read about.
Wait, how hard is it to join the Ku Klux Klan?
Easy. Can you look up how you can join?
They don't really still have a Ku Klux Klan, do they?
Yeah, they do, of course.
No.
You think the Klan's done?
Yeah, I think it is done, actually.
No, it's not done. It's not done.
No, the Southern Poverty Law Center
it's not
destroyed them.
No,
It put them bankrupt.
their membership, I'm sure, is like in the toilet, but it's not like they don't exist.
No, but they're not like. This sounds silly, but this is what's wrong with what's happening in media. Is like, I didn't know that actual white supremacists were in Charlottesville.
You didn't know that there were
I didn't know that they were actually white supremacists in Charlottesville.
for on that day, or you mean in general?
No, on that day, I did not know. I thought it was one of those like speaking in hyperbole the way the media does. Like, it's white supremacists, and I was like, oh, it's probably just there were actual white supremacists. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
When I hear the news, I fade it. I turn the volume down a little bit in my head, where I go, everything you're saying is going to be jaded to your side or the other.
You start talking.
Yeah, it's like, so that's what sucks about news these days. I don't believe half the shit that is actually true. Like, I really honestly thought the Ku Klux Klan was put out of business by the Southern Poverty Center.
Can we get a current? How about like how many current members does the Ku Klux Klan have? Because I bet you it's not nearly what it used to be, but I'm sure there's still a thing.
Well, that's not the secret society we want to be a part of at all.
No, of course.
But I think we should put
from there. It's 2017. It's still based in 22 states. I mean, you know.
Okay, ready? Fun game. Name the states. Don't look.
Oh yeah, because it's in that report. Okay. Okay, we can get. There's 22, right?
Alabama, Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee. It's probably in Idaho.
It's definitely in
Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah.
It's got to be in
Kansas,
Washington State, Montana.
Yeah,
it's definitely in Montana.
Yeah, definitely, and Kansas, and there's probably like what else? Well, Illinois. It's in Illinois and Indiana and Ohio.
Not Alaska.
We got
close.
Name them?
Did we name them?
Let's see. There's got to be the list. Okay, Missouri or Mississippi. We didn't even say
Mississippi.
That's kind of the most obvious.
Number one.
Yeah. Kentucky. We didn't say Kentucky. Tennessee, Texas, Arkansas, Georgia. Maryland.
I did not see Maryland coming.
The Carolina. Okay. West Virginia. We didn't say West Virginia.
That was where Charlottesville was.
Illinois is there. Louisiana. Maine. I didn't see Maine. Michigan. I didn't see. New York. Really?
No.
Oklahoma.
Probably New York City. Yeah.
Pennsylvania and Washington. Well, we didn't get it all right.
God dang it. I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. So if there's any secret societies out there, like hardcore ones that we didn't name.
That want new members.
Yeah. Hey, man.
You want 2 new members with a platform that will destroy your secrecy.
If you guys are if your secret society is looking for someone who can't keep a secret.
Yeah.
Here's an honest question. How are you supposed to know what to do with your money? Very few of us are exposed to meaningful advice on how to manage our finances. Even fewer have the means to get professional financial guidance. Betterment is a platform that was built to do something radical. Give accessible financial advice that puts you first. If you're like most Americans, your money's probably sitting in a savings account, likely earning next to nothing. Maybe you have an investment account that you're not really sure what to do with. Betterment can help you make sense of what to do with your money. Investing involves risk, but you don't have to know the ins and outs of the stock market to start saving more or to start investing for your future. Betterment's technology will put your money to work. Choose the stock and strategies that are right for you because we know you have other things to do. Betterment's platform can even provide guidance on what financial goals make sense for you. Give your money a new home with Betterment. Peace of mind included. Download the Betterment app today. That's Betterment, BETTERMENT, for the betterment of you.
This episode of Two Bears, One Cave is brought to you by Whoop. This is literally one of the things that I cannot believe that I'm lucky enough to have as a sponsor because I am absolutely obsessed with this thing. From the results, the data from strain, activities, sleep, the sleep coach, That thing tells me every day it lights up. You need to get this much sleep. You should get to bed. So I follow it, man. I actually follow it. Last night I got an incredible almost 8 hours of sleep, which to me is just mind blowing. I love it. Measures things like resting heart rate variability, sleep recovery, strain. Mountain of data analyzed by Whoop. It starts giving you results about how your body is doing in both exercise, rest, and what you need. Whoop works with the best, from the NFL and CrossFit to Navy SEALs, but the insights apply to all of us, even two fat comedians like us. So if you want to get on board with how your lifestyle is affecting your rest, your recovery, your exercise, I'm telling you, it has become an obsession of mine. Go to whoop.com right now. Use the code BEARS at checkout for 15% off your membership today. That's whoop.com. Use our code BEARS, BEARS, for 15% off your membership today.
I was a member of a fraternity.
Yeah, I know you were.
But
Can I ask you this? Because
Sure.
that there were some people that I had a roommate, and then he joined a frat. I went to a really small school, so it was extremely small. I didn't
Desks were
join.
like this.
Huh?
Nothing.
So there's like that point where it's a friend of yours, and you go, "Hey, so like, what really is like the secrets?" And they were like, "Can't tell you, man." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, do you really buy into the secrets of the fraternity?" Like,
No, but you know what I found out later is like, I remember trying to do the secret handshake to Guy Fieri, and he was, because he's an ATO, and he was like, "Hey, yeah, we did ours different." I was like, "Oh." And it kind of defeats the purpose of having a secret handshake.
but I mean, like, so when you were in it though,
Yeah,
You
I was hardcore. I would not tell a fucking soul. I wouldn't tell it on here right now.
Really?
Because I would be destroyed. Like every ATO would just be like, turn their back on me and be like, why when you could not tell it? You know?
right, and
It's so easy not to tell.
but are they significant secrets? I mean,
Yeah, you know what's fun is I sprinkle them through my act.
you do?
Yeah, and then ATOs will come up and be like, I got that.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's fun as fuck. Yeah.
Oh.
Little Easter eggs.
You have little Easter eggs in the act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little Easter eggs. Sometimes I'll say I did something, and you'd be like, wow, it's so odd that you said it that way.
And that's for
And it's for guys in the fraternity that go, oh, shut the fuck up.
really?
Yeah, I
So
like
was being in the fraternity meaningful to you?
Oh, yeah. I would say it's two events in my life. See, I grew up around women, so many women, that I was super sensitive, super soft, and I didn't know how to interact with men. Like, my dad was a man, but he was a lawyer.
Yeah.
He ran marathons, so he wasn't like, going to an all-boys Catholic high school and joining a fraternity were two things that
Help shape
shape me who I am today.
Yeah.
Going to an all-boys Catholic high school was the best decision I ever made, and I know Push agrees with me when it comes to, she went to an all-girls Catholic high school.
That's right.
It's one of the greatest experiences I've ever had, and it turned me into the guy I am today. I learned that, like, it was cool to get rid of the idea of like being cool to pick up chicks or having to cross.
You could
over.
really be yourself.
You could, and you were at school, so you could just be yourself. It was 100% yourself. And in being yourself that much of the day, there are parts of your personality that you discovered that you may not, I don't believe I would have discovered had I been around women. When I was in 8th grade, I was 8th and 7th grade, I was really cool, like cool.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of parts of me where I didn't know who the fuck I was. Like, but I knew that it was being accepted, so I was just doing more of that. And then I got to all boys Catholic high school, and I started doing that, and then I was like, wait, who the fuck is this? And then it was all that just fucking shaved off me. And by the time I graduated, I was 100% me. Like, I didn't give a fuck about a lot of stuff. Then when I went to college, I joined a fraternity. I found out that I was genuinely funny. Like, freshman year, I found out I was, like, in all intents and purposes, hilarious. Mm-hmm. And we go to chapter, and I would basically do stand-up at chapter, where I would sit in the back and just heckle. And I would say things that I would go, how the fuck did I think of that? Like, so quick. One of the funniest things I ever said in our fraternity, and this got me kicked out of a meeting, I was in a fight with my buddy, Eddie Fernandez. Eddie lived with me, and he had kidnapped my dog. It's a long story. Mm-hmm. And so we were not speaking at the time, but he was living with me, but we weren't speaking at the time. And he was the head of homecoming. And and it was falling apart. Like we were with KD. I think it was KD or Kappa Alpha Theta. We were with KD or DG, one of them, and it was falling apart. And he said something about the homecoming, and I made a joke about how it was falling apart, and everyone laughed. And Kurt Agliano said, "Hey, that's one strike, okay?" So at 3 strikes, he got kicked out of the meeting. And so he says another thing about homecoming with DG and or Tridelt, homecoming with Tridelt. Mm-hmm. He goes, and I make another joke, and everyone. This is not going to be as funny as it was in the room back then, but everyone fucking laughs, and Kurt goes, "Hey, that's strike 2." And he goes, "Bert, I hear one more joke about Tridelt or about homecoming, and you're fucking out of here, okay?" And I go, "I understand that." And he goes, "All right, Eddie, proceed." And under my breath, I go, "All right, 2 Tridelts walk into a bar." And the place went fucking bananas.
Yeah.
And it was like, and they couldn't even deny that it was like, but it was like, so I learned how to be funny in that group of men.
Right.
And I think it's my personality today. It's why I do what I do. I think had I gone to an integrated school with like
co-ed
school, I would have been a dandy. I would have been like,
you would not have been a dandy.
I might have, but I really honestly like my lowbrow fucking goofball sense of humor
was shaped by those groups.
shaped by dudes. And I would say for you it was probably locker rooms.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I think it's that I moved so much. So I was always trying to make a new group of people laugh.
Really?
Yeah. And I think
so
sports play a part in it for sure. For sports, yeah, that's where you like, you kill in the locker room or on the team bus. Yeah, it makes you feel like you're definitely got something else going for you. But
dude, on a bus.
Oh yeah.
I miss buses.
Yeah, I mean, a team bus ride is like a bonding experience like no other, man.
I used to murder on bus rides.
Of course.
Like, I mean, I would get on a bus ride, Tom, and I would have so much material prepared. I mean, you understand, like, that was like the only time I ever got
really?
To do it.
You prepared material?
Oh, I'd be like, all right, here we go. We're gonna do like I bus rides. I miss that so much. I miss that.
Fun.
I wish there was a way I could be put on a bus.
I was talking to an NFL player once about.
By the way, public buses are not as much fun.
No, definitely not. No, I told him that I said, the only thing that's like exactly that's similar between a high school athlete finishing their career after high school and a professional athlete finishing their professional career, he was like, they're not similar. I'm like, no, but this part is. The part that's similar is that when either one is done, that camaraderie is done. So you play professionally, you're of course a way better athlete. But when it's over, you're like, oh, the fun, like the hanging out is over. That's the bummer about sports ending after high school is you're like, oh, like those bus rides, the practices, the getting together to bullshit about the game or whatever, like those are the most fun parts, man.
That's what I like about being on a tour bus is you get up in the morning.
It's just like that.
Everyone's there and you start breaking balls about the night before.
Yeah, like you're bringing like more people now.
I love it. I love it. I didn't even realize I'm saying I wish I could get on buses and I have a fucking tour bus.
You do have a bus,
but I love that busting balls. It's the reason we keep saying like we should tour together is I just want those mornings.
Yes.
Where you're waking up and everyone's having coffee and everyone's like, so what happened to you last night?
Yeah.
That moment. There are things in life where my heart skips a beat. Those moments, or the best is, dude, I wish I could recreate the camp scenario where everyone's in bed and everyone's talking shit to each other from bunk to bunk to bunk. Just like
that was one of the hardest. That when you remember fucking almost puking because you're laughing so hard. I remember one on a camping trip. Like it was a school trip, and it must have been in. It was like we went to some fucking camp place, and I guess we were probably in 7th grade. I think we were in 7th grade, and one of the kids, his name was Eric Mitchell, and he was tall and he was goofy, and his dad was a chaperone, but you could tell a reluctant chaperone. Like, some of the chaperone dads are like, "Hey guys," and then there's the ones who are like, "I don't know why I'm doing this." Yeah. Like, I don't know, his wife made him do it or something. And we were all up late just goofing around. It's probably like, 11 o'clock at night, and they had lights out at 10. And we kept talking, and the chaperone was like in the next room so he could hear us talking. He was like, "Be quiet," like we're trying to go to sleep, and we were like, "All right." So then we're in bunks, and then like we keep talking. I'm like saying something to the kid over there, and like we're just goofing around. And he's like, "I said be quiet." And like that like you gotta be quiet. And then on the third time, and there's like we're seventh graders, right?
Yeah.
And this is a kid's dad. He goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And like I laughed to the point of like paralysis. I couldn't breathe.
Oh.
I could not breathe. Oh. And I still remember. I don't remember it happening. I remember laughing so fucking hard that I basically almost threw up in the bunk.
The hardest I ever laughed in a camp scenario, we were in 10th grade, maybe not 10th grade, maybe 11th grade, and we go to this place called Windy Gap.
Yeah.
And Windy Gap was a Christian youth camp, and you went there because you go skiing. So you go there over winter break. Everyone, like it was like a Young Life thing.
Yeah.
But everyone just went to go skiing, right?
Yeah.
So we go up there. We all smoke jailhouse joints where you put toothpaste on a cigarette, or all smoking cigarettes. You're responsible to do any of this shit, smoking cigarettes. And 3 of my buddies, who I still couldn't even tell you who it was, except for the one guy, Sal, all go out in the woods, get drunk. Sal gets so drunk that we go into confessional or whatever you're supposed to, and he throws up, right? So they pull Sal out. They take him to the nurse. He's throwing up. They find out he's been drinking. They take him back to our room, and they're like, and it's nighttime, and we're all in bed, and we're like, well, everyone's talking about what happened to Sal. They bring Sal in, and he lays down on the floor in his bunk, right? And they're like, Sal, we're coming back for you. We're putting you on a bus tonight, and we're sending you home. The only way you can get out of that is if you tell us who else you were drinking with. Now, 2 of the people in our bunk rooms have gotten drunk with Sal, and they leave, right? Then they come back, and it's the whole staff, and they're at our door. It is pitch black. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. They're putting Sal on a bus at midnight unless he tells it who it is. It is such a serious moment, and they go, Sal, now they're all standing at the door. They go, tell us who you were drinking with. And he goes, I don't want to go home. And they're like, just give us a name. He goes, I'm sorry to do this, but I was drinking with Jack. And they're like, Jack who? And he goes, Jack Mehoff. And they're like, Jack Mehoff? And we are crying, right? And they're like, who's Jack Mehoff? Who's Jack Mehoff? And we're dying laughing. He was like, is Jack in this room? Hey, turn the lights on. We got to find Jack. And he goes, I'm kidding. I was drinking with Amanda. And they're like, Amanda who? And he goes, Amanda Hug and Kiss. And so we're dying laughing. And they're like, this is not funny. And he just goes, Jimmy, is your wife here? And he goes, and she pops in and goes, I am here, Sal. Do you want to talk to me? And he goes, no, I just want to tell you you're a fat whore. And we're like, oh shit. He's like, get my bus ticket ready, motherfuckers. I'm going home before I sell someone out. Puts him on a fucking bus. He took a bus back to Tampa.
Oh,
dude, it was like one of those moments where you're like,
yeah.
Oh, you can't do anything to us?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love that shit.
That's classroom stuff, man. I remember I got detention in 5th grade. In 5th grade, the detention there was that you just didn't get to go out for recess. So that was called detention. And I got taken out of recess like 25 times for saying things in class.
But it's so not you. Like you're such a quiet, mild-mannered dude.
But if I found a moment to say something, I remember one time somebody was doing it was 5th grade. We're 10, and she was doing a presentation about her grandmother, and she showed a picture of her. And I was like, is she alive in that picture? and the teacher was like, if you make one more comment like that, you're not gonna. And she kept talking, and I made another comment about her probably being dead. And then she was like, people laughed, and then they're like, you don't get recess. And I was like, yeah, but I never get recess. So,
Isla, when Isla was she got in trouble for flushing her socks down the toilet when she was in like kindergarten.
Yeah.
And then we were like, and we go, hey baby, my wife's like, Leanne's like, you should talk to her. So we're walking into Gelson's, and I said, hey Isla, I heard you got put on the bench for recess again. And she's like, yeah. She's like in kindergarten. And I was like, well, what is that? Didn't that bum you out not to be able to do recess and you got to sit on the bench? She goes, the good games don't start until I get off the bench. I said, what do you mean? She goes, I create all the good games, so they're just waiting for me to get off the bench. I go, baby, but what about Lily? Like, Lily doesn't seem like she gets put on the bench that much. Isla looks at me dead she's in kindergarten. looks at me. She goes, "Hey, Dad, Lily doesn't take enough chances." And I'm like, "Oh my God."
Lily doesn't take enough chances.
She got in trouble again for playing Eyes Closed Karate. She created a game called Eyes Closed Karate with all the kids in her class, and they knocked a kid unconscious. They were just closing their eyes, swinging, and this kid's like, "I want to play." And
they just clonk. Did Isla? Because Ellis is doing this thing where, let's say he's trying to climb in this chair and he falls. I go, "Are you all right?" He go, "Stop asking me," like immediately, and I'm like, "What?"
Dude, I got to spend more time with Ellis. This fucking kid seems brilliant.
I'm like, "Dude, I'm just asking if you're okay." And he goes, "Stop it. Stop it." And I'm like, anytime I'm like, "You all right?" He's like, "Shut up. I'm fine." I'm like, "God damn.
Stop asking." Look at his brother. Look at this fucking guy. Can you believe these guys?
I'm like, "Dude, you fell." He's like, "Shut up. I'm fine."
I remember one time Isla, have you seen the video of the girl eating a jalapeno? I reposted it. I reposted on my thing. I remember one time I sliced jalapenos and Isla goes, type in little girl jalapeno. It's the funniest fucking thing. It's on my Instagram. That would be in my stories. It's probably deleted.
Oh.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I just got TikTok because of you guys.
Oh, it's good. I'll
it?
send you some good talks to get started.
I saw David Dobrik do this elephant paste challenge. It's fucking insane.
Which girl is it? Is it this girl?
Yeah. Oh my god. Play this.
Wait, should you put headphones on?
Yeah, I guess so. How did you know? Oh yeah, you just typed it in. Oh, that's a good picture of you, Tom.
That is a good picture.
Hey,
that's my new headshot in my
screen grab that and send it to me. I'm putting that on my Instagram right now. Screen grab that. Control Alt 4 whatever. Screen grab that and send that to me. I will have artwork before this show's over.
Okay.
All right, play this. This is fucking hilarious.
What you got?
Okay.
What is that?
Bacon.
It's kind of a mean mom, right?
A little bit.
Mom.
Zoom in on, go full screen. You got to see this kid's face when she realizes.
Is it good? Is it spicy?
Bacon.
Wait till you see this kid's face, Tom.
Oh my God, dude.
Look at that fucking face. Is that not fucking great?
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean
that's how you sell some tickets. Do that to Ellis. Give him a jalapeno, and then watch him just go off like a trucker, like an ice road trucker who went off the fucking side of the road. Motherfucker, cocksucker, Dad! Stop looking at me.
He spits shit out all the time. He would just go like, and he would just like fucking throw it. He throws food across the room.
For real?
He's like, ugh. And you're like, dude, don't throw the fucking food that you just chewed up across the room. He's like, I don't like it.
You and Push should go on vacation and leave your kids with me and Leanne.
Yeah.
And Georgia and Isla.
Yeah.
And we'll just zoom them up for you. Ramp them up. Teach them some new tricks.
We should maybe wait a beat. I don't know if you want an 18-month-old in your house?
Oh, fuck. That's how old that one is?
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Yeah. He's starting to figure out, like, he's way ahead of stuff. And he's starting
for real?
Yeah. So he's he's starting to figure some shit out, and then he's big, and he's like, oh, I can like, he went up and he punched his brother the other day. He's starting to figure stuff out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of
like
fun.
this.
It's fun.
Yeah. Uncle Bert will come over.
You should come over and have some fun with them.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get high as fuck.
They're a good time. Yeah.
Fucking, are they dick punchers?
No.
Go good.
Yeah, I know. No, dick punchers are rough, man. No, they're not into that. But
boys are. I'm not always super comfortable around boys because they're like. I remember we had a friend whose son was masturbating all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, man, you can't play with your pee-pee in front of people. If you want to play with your pee-pee, you got to go to your room." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And they're like, the dad was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, we've been working on it. And then one day we're at a barbecue and he comes in over to us and he's like, "Hey, I was gonna go play with my pee-pee in my room. Does anyone else want to come?" And we all looked at each other like, Any takers on this one? I'm going to hard pass on that one, buddy.
Ellis just walked in with me to Starbucks the other day, and I look, and he's got his hand down his pants, just one hand, and he's just looking around, just one hand in his pants. I go, what are you doing? He's like, I'm holding my penis down. And I go, well, don't. And he's like, I have to. And I go, why?
Holding my penis down.
I go, what? He goes, to hold it down. And I go, but not here. Take your hand out. He goes, if I take my hand out, then I won't hold my penis down. And I'm like, just, and I keep trying to get him to stop. And I go, just do it.
Then you just like, fuck it, and you put your hand in your pants.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm
fine.
just
We're together.
Holding my penis down. Yeah. Fucking A, man.
What do you think he's going to be when he grows up?
Oh, something like not a corporate job. You
Oh,
know what I
really?
mean? No. Ellis will be like, I'm fucking, I'm distilling in an archery range. Yeah. He's going to do something on his own. And then I see, Julian as being like, oh, I'll get a job, like a normal. Yeah, no. Ellis will
run books.
Ellis is going to be doing something that most people would think of as a hobby. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's the same. Georgia will have a job.
Yeah.
I bet Georgia gets a job at Fox, working in publicity.
Right.
Gets it through Cotty, like gets done with college early.
And
Gets a
right
job
away,
there.
she's like, Dad, I have my 401k. I'll set up. And you'll be like, Jesus, okay.
I'm like, I don't even know what a W-2 is.
And then Isla will be like, I'm making jam. And
Dad, I need a ticket to Ibiza. I'm like, what? I'm DJing next week, making jewelry. Wait, are you a porn star? Is this code for porn star?
Oh, yeah, like your Harry Beaver fan.
Dude, I saw the craziest fucking porn the other day.
Yeah. Where the guy runs over naked down the street to fuck her because she's like, I want a new. I'm not. Don't not fuck me or I'll get a new daddy.
What's that? No, I don't know what that one is.
Oh, that's a good one.
No, it's Japanese. The premise is a Japanese guy can freeze time. So that it's all actresses and actors. They're on a subway. And then the Japanese guy goes,
Freeze, and then he fucks them,
and then they just go like this, and then he just fucking plays with their body, lays them down, comes on their face, and then unfreezes them, and they're like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah,
but it's such a weird.
That's so cool. How far did you make it?
I fast forwarded. It's all until I got to the things. It's all pixelated, and I'm like, "Oh, come on! You can't be this fucking weird."
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, I don't know if it's just Japanese porn stars, but Japanese porn stars. I'll say Japanese porn stars make a lot of noise when they do shit. Like, oh,
yeah,
oh, yeah. It's really fucking
like it.
No, not at all. Hey, this is what Ron said. This is why Ron called me racist.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
He goes, name one black porn star, not a guy.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah.
Who?
Honey.
You're making this
Gold.
up.
Honey Gold.
Type in Honey Gold. Let me see this. This is a real person. Yeah, type in Honey Gold porn. Honey Gold porn. New Honey Gold videos. Type in. Ooh, she's not black. She's Asian.
She's half black.
She's fucking beautiful. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know how I stumbled across her.
That's crazy.
So,
I couldn't name one female black porn star.
Well, I guess I can't really name.
And he was like, yeah.
Oh, what's the one that blocked us? Diamond. It's like, oh, you got my pussy talking to you now. That one.
She blocked you?
Yeah, she blocked us because we have a clip of her where she queefs as this guy's fucking her, and she goes, "Ooh, you got my pussy talking to you now." And so we kept playing that drop, and then we're like, "Let's talk to her." So all the fans started hitting her up,
yeah,
and then she blocked all of us.
Diamond Jackson?
That might be her.
Is that the only one that anyone could name was Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
What?
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter's a porn star. I might have that wrong. No, yeah.
Wait, a porn star, or she did a sex tape?
She's a porn star.
Really?
I think so. Which is so odd because it's like, but then I said, I'm going to pose this question to you, right? What would you rather do?
What's her?
The tragic
Montana.
life. I guess she must have passed.
Oh man, come on.
That's not fun. Oh no, he just disowned her.
He did?
Yeah. I kind of have to.
No, you don't.
They ruined porn for you.
That's true. That's the part you're upset about.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? Now what am I supposed to jack off to?
Yeah.
Real cool.
Real cool. I can't go on a random search now because of you.
Yeah, I can't just fucking. So wait, here's what I said. Would you rather? Okay. Same money. Same money, same amount of respect. Imagine if there was no stigma to doing porn.
Okay.
And I know that there's feminists that say there is no stigma, but I think there's a little stigma.
There's a stigma.
There's a stigma. If there's no stigma to doing porn and the money is identical, what would you rather do? Have a multi-camera sitcom or where you tell jokes written by writers that you're not in love with, or a multi-camera sitcom where you and the 4 characters just fuck each other every week?
Each other every week.
Me too.
And we always have surprise guests.
Hey, it's Danny DeVito.
I was going to think in another direction, but sure, okay. Like a different hot chick walks in.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Hey, it's
Danny DeVito.
It's Condoleezza Rice.
What? Can you imagine double teaming a chick with Danny DeVito? Like you're
I can't imagine double teaming a chick first off.
but like you're inside of her, right? She's on all fours, and you look up, and DeVito is getting blown, and he's just like, Bert, like,
And he says, "Oh, remember when I was the penguin?"
I mean, do you think your erection would go down? Would you would laugh? You'd start laughing.
I would laugh the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone I wouldn't laugh having a train. I guess that's called a train.
So wait, can what was your driver's name?
Ron.
Can he name a black female porn
A whole
star?
lot.
He really?
Yeah, but if you had to pick the one to have sex with, she's not black.
Who is it?
Christy Mack.
Oh.
By the way, she might be my top one too.
She's number one?
Yes. I think she's
smoke show.
So fucking hot. And she has such an amazing body. Like her body's like bizarre, like perfect ass, perfect legs, small ankles, small waist, big tits. Who's that? Top Anna Fox. So these are the top porn stars of 2020.
Top black. Can you make it bigger, the screen? Okay, who we have here? Anna Fox. She's hot.
Yeah.
She looks like she's
you know what's
fucking-
crazy?
This is like she's a
Oh
teacher.
my God. I'm going to point out something right now that I wonder if you're going to see it too.
Yeah? What?
When white girls are porn stars, because I'm so well versed in white girl, I can see it on them first. Like there's some telltale porn star signatures to their face that I go, okay, someone's either a dancer or a porn star.
Right.
But black chicks just look like hot black chicks.
Well, I've only seen one here.
But she's in a sweater. She's in a fucking
I
sweater.
know. She's
Okay.
not.
She's not, but she looks like she could be working at a hospital.
Yep, that's true. Oh, that's her. It's the same girl.
Oh, that's the same girl.
Oh.
Kira Noir. I mean, they just look hot. They don't look like porn stars. They just look hot.
Right. No, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, she's hot.
I might have to get in some black porn stars. Keep going down. That's what I'll do for Black History Month.
Aaliyah Hadid.
Aaliyah Hadid.
Yep.
She's okay.
Let's see, who's this? Sarah Banks. Yeah, she looks like a fitness instructor.
Yeah, it's like they're telltale signs of like
Jennifer. A lot of foxes, huh? Foxes.
Jamie.
Yeah. Demi.
Hey, let's go
Sutra?
to Pakistani porn stars.
Are there?
I don't know. I couldn't name any Pakistani porn stars. Palestinian porn stars. There's that one girl. That one girl who's a big Florida State fan.
Oh yeah,
Palestinian.
Yeah. Well, she's kind of.
Who are Pakistani porn stars? Shut the fuck up.
Who is that? What does it say?
Shazia
Shazia Sahari.
Sahari.
Yeah. She's hot.
Keep going. This is a
Oh,
fun
shit.
fucking game. 8 million video views.
Tongue her asshole and okay.
And what is it? It says in her bio, fun for a date. You don't want to be sitting next to her on a plane. You don't want to be going through TSA with her.
All right.
Nadia Ali. Oh, she's got the fucking mask on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking sexy.
Continue reading.
Ooh, Bollywood. Dude, I wish I had sex with an Indian chick.
Do it. Make it your side chick. That's what you should do. It's totally opposite direction.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Do it.
Mumbai.
Yeah, Mumbai.
Do you think if I cheated on with Mumbai, I've not heard a lot of rumors of AIDS coming out of India at all.
There's a 0%
chance.
HIV in India. You should do it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if you told me there's no AIDS in India, I'd be like, I believe it.
I believe it too. I mean, I'm sure we could probably do.
Are there AIDS in India?
There's 2.1 million people.
Third largest HIV epidemic in the world. Third largest? Oh, fuck. Oh,
Yeah, but think
wow.
about it.
I was just about to go into raw dog it in that country.
You can, because think about it this way. There's over 1 billion people in India.
Oh, that's why.
You
So
know?
that's like when they say when they go Asians are bad drivers. It's not that Asians are bad drivers. It's just there's twice as many Asians on the road as everyone else.
No. This would be a different.
Wait, isn't
than
that? Don't you overthink that though?
Well, there's not twice as many Asians on the road here.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
There's more Asians in LA than there are in a lot of places.
Like
North
North Dakota.
Montana.
Yeah. No. That's no.
Yeah, no. There's. But my point is, ready? There's double the amount of Asians here than there should be because there's so many Asians.
And therefore, there's not that much AIDS in India.
No, I'm agreeing
Right?
with you.
But-
technically, there's not a lot of AIDS in India. It's just there's so many people in India.
Yeah.
That's why there's a lot of AIDS in India.
But what I'm saying is that you don't need to wear a condom there.
By the way, if you're tuning into this show thinking that we know what we're talking about, someone's like, what is that?
Koreatown does have the largest population of Koreans outside of Korea.
For real.
I don't know.
Hey, how about, did you see them turn the lights off on the Koreans on the Oscars last night?
No. They turned the lights off? What? No. Did they really?
I forget his name, but the guy who wrote
Parasite?
won for Best Picture.
They won multiple. He won
won
original
everything.
screenplay, director, international film, and then Best Picture, right?
Yeah, and so he goes up to give his acceptance speech, and there's his translator, and then I think I only caught the tail, but a woman went to go speak, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, we're done. We cut the lights off on her. And because it's a woman in Hollywood, everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Don't you silence her. So then they start cheering. Then the lights go back. Everyone cheers. And then this woman gives a non-important speech. Like everyone's like, all right, cut the lights back off. We're done hearing from this fucking.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that film.
I didn't see it.
It's
I don't know
fantastic.
anything about it.
Just don't look up anything.
Okay.
Just watch it.
All right. Done.
Just watch it.
I want to see 1917.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see. I've seen The Joker. I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What did you think about those speeches where like everyone was getting political? Did you see?
Well,
Joaquin?
I didn't watch it on TV. I just saw online a couple of clips. I was like, I know what this is when I saw the clip of Joaquin. I was really happy for the Parasite people though.
It's so weird to see it. I just find like I didn't get bothered by what Brad Pitt said.
Yeah,
because he kind of took a stand.
Mm-hmm. What did Joaquin end up saying?
Nothing really.
Just like we need to speak up for the voiceless.
We can do better. I basically what he's technically doing is going, hey guys, I got into a lot of trouble. I've been a problematic person my entire career, is what it sounds like he's saying. Mm-hmm. We all know that. He's like, oh, I was a scoundrel. It's like, don't say scoundrel. You were. I have a feeling from what it sounds like you were a bad dude.
Yeah. And
you got a pass. And you want to acknowledge that you got your pass. So now you're saying we need to stand up and make sure that there are more minorities in the industry, which it's like,
okay.
So you like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like something. It's cool when you see like a person of color say that, like I'm up here because I need to be represented or I need to hire more people. It's just weird when white people preach to people.
Yeah. I mean,
especially rich white people.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm always bored by the, here's what we should be doing types. All right, we got to wrap this up. If you are in Tempe, I'm doing a Spanish show there February 20th. My Las Vegas residency, or whatever you want to call it, shows this year start in March 6th and 7th at the Mirage. And then I'm doing Valley Center, California, Harrah's Resort, April 18th. That's an English-speaking show. More Spanish shows after that. And then back to Vegas, May 29 and 30, July 17 and 18, and October 23rd and 24th, all at the Mirage, all at tomsegura.com/tour. I will be adding a bunch of dates that I announce in April I'm sure I'll announce on all the podcasts. Birdie Boy World Tour is off and running. Bert, where are you going to be?
2 shows in Indianapolis, 1 show in Evansville, Louisville, Medford, Massachusetts. I think we've added 3 shows. Mash Nantucket, we've added a show at Foxwoods.
Yep.
Portland, Maine, where there is a Ku Klux Klan. We found out today. Super sad.
And they get
that.
free tickets if you.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Wilkes-Barre, Schenectady. We've added a show at what is the theater I'm playing in New York? I keep fucking it up.
You're doing the Beacon, right?
A Beacon. We've added a show at the Beacon. So New York, come out and support. I'm dying to hear. Oh, Matt Bronger.
Yeah, he's coming here right now. I think he's here right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
We got to find out what Tom's gossip was that he was dealing with on his phone.
We love you guys.
Love you
Bert.
guys. Bye.
Bert and Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 Bears, 1 Cave. No scripts, a bit of booze, amateur partology. Dirty jokes, raunchy humor, no apologies. Here's what we call 2 Bears, 1 Cave.